Welcome to Finding the Fire. The fire inside is what drives us. Left unattended, it can burn out of control. In Finding the Fire, Cindy Jacobson speaks with guests, telling stories of trauma and triumph. In sharing our experiences, we find connection and understanding. Join her now as we burn through the walls of separation. Get ready for Finding the Fire, and let's find your spark.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
We are here finding the fire after
my gosh,
dark.
So fun.
Boom.
What is going on? How much fun? I can't even tell you. Look at yourself. Would you look at yourself?
Look at you, girl. Oh my gosh.
So fun.
Okay. We brought a little glow party to this episode.
To this show, right this second.
Yes. Right? Because people want to know,
little
what is this really about?
Of what glow parties can have.
A little, just a little sampling.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We can't get into all of it because you actually have to come and experience it. But I'm telling you what, there's going to be so much fun and excitement and finding your fire.
Finding the light.
Because that's what it's about.
The light in the darkness, because it comes out even when you're like thinking it's all dark. You can still find light and joy.
A
and
little
fun.
bit. A little piece in the dark.
Yeah.
Like, look how dark it is. And look how fun that is right there. Just
Right?
that little light.
Like taking off all of the light that we just kind of get bogged down.
Yes. But you find that little glow, that little spark somewhere, and then you go off of that. So that's
And it doesn't take very much.
No.
Right? In the dark.
And
a little bit of this lip glow goes a long way.
We were having a part. We
Kids.
were like, we should have been recording before the recording because we were having so much fun.
Yeah, and it doesn't take very much light to light up a dark room, does it?
No, not at all. Especially when you have fun doing it. And that's what we're all about at these glow parties is finding the fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Be a kid again.
Totally. That's exactly what it did for me. Like, I feel like a child again. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so great.
I know. And we're like, can we just wear this all day and like
People
go around
won't
with
get
black
it.
lights?
They won't
They'd be
get
like,
it.
what is up with these girls?
So fun.
But they will get it when they come
Once you go.
on December 10th
Okay, December 10th.
at Affogato, Tuesday at 6:30. And we're doing something 6:30 p.m., yes. 6:30 a.m. is a little early.
it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I know you might want to line up at the door early.
Yeah, but
6:30 p.m.
You might want to come that early to get a
spot.
in. Yeah.
It's so fun.
But this one, okay, we're doing something different and unique with this one because we want everybody to experience it, okay?
Like everybody, like what?
Everybody, all ages, all genders, all
So I can bring my kids.
all the things. Yes, please bring your
I
kids.
can bring my spouse.
You can bring
I
your
can
spouse.
bring my friends.
You can bring your friends. You can
Okay.
bring
There's no age.
your body. Just bring.
Or come along.
Just come.
Yeah. Okay.
And find friends and find people and find connection because that's what it's about.
It is about connection.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little more.
So, just all right. So
She has a glow stick
ooh.
in here. This is what she's fiddling with.
I'm like trying to decide: is that like actually lit up, or is it the black light that's doing it? Oh, must be the black light. So, let's switch the black lights off a minute while I do this little explanation.
Yes, this kind of explains the premises
The premise
to the whole feeling that you feel and why it's glow,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, and the whole idea too about finding the fire and finding the darkness and us feeling like we're broken. Oh, wait. I want black. Sorry. Supposed to read my mind up in here.
We're the best.
There we
We're
go.
The best,
There we
the best.
go.
You're awesome. Thank you.
Seriously, by the way, P.S., this is the best podcast studio ever. And
Ever.
reach out because,
We'll hook
you know,
up
we could
with
get
a
you the
guy.
hookup.
We know a guy.
We know a guy that
He's
could totally
freaking amazing.
set you guys up too. So best podcast studio ever. Reach out and we'll give you the hookup.
Yes.
So, all right, let's do this little explanation because this is one that we did in our last glow party, and I don't even know. Like, I don't want to get into the whole thing because I don't want to give it all away. But right here, which you can't see, is this
Imagine in your
little
mind.
glow stick. And just imagine, like, this is your perfect little infant child, right? Brand new, newborn, never been injured, never been hurt, never been had society or friends or, you know, any of the things happen to them. never stood up and fell down, because we all know when kids like start crawling and walking, they get hurt, right? You get like bumps and bruises on your head, and moms get so sad and they're like, oh my gosh, my baby is hurt. And so this little glow stick is reminiscent of your little baby. And imagine he starts walking and he falls down and he bumps his head. And let's see if this is going to work. Oh, I might have not the best color for this. Okay. So he fell and bumped his head and got a bruise, right? And we're a big goose egg. Like, let's be honest, we've seen these goose eggs and they can be devastating for us as moms. But is that going to stop that baby from getting up and walking? He's like, oh, I got hurt. I better just stay down here and not move again. And mom's going to put me in bubble wrap and just carry me everywhere because she doesn't want me to get hurt. And what's going to happen if that happens? Like, this is as far as they grow, right? They don't continue with their growth and walking and doing all the things that they're meant to do. But if we trust and we allow them to, because they're going to keep getting up. Like, doesn't matter what you do, they're going to keep getting up and keep walking. And so he's going to get up again, he's going to fall again, he's going to injure himself somewhere else. I mean, heck, you might even go into the ER and get a cast for a broken arm. Like, I have a friend that's child just did that, so I'm so sad. But you know what? Our injuries, our hurts, our pains, our experiences in life actually help us grow. And he's making it darker out there for us. You're the bomb.
And start to see what happens after you have some breaks, like, and some falls, and some
right. And so
crashes.
that was an analogy of a baby, and now he's walking, and look how bright he is because he can walk wherever he wants, and mom doesn't have to carry him, and that's a good thing. But this analogy goes in life too. So if we have something bad happen to us in life and we hide it away. Okay, I got to get another glow stick to explain this. So we have something bad happen to us in life, all right, and I'll use one of mine. My husband committed suicide, right? And so this was something
pretty hard
in
break.
the darkness.
It's a pretty hard,
it was devastating.
Right to the center, like bam.
Right. And suicide is something nobody wants to talk about. So we cover it up, right? Or we don't talk about it. And it's still there. It hasn't gone away just because I've covered it up and ignored it and buried it and suppressed it. It's still there. And it's going to be there, and it's going to be determining areas of my life and people's lives around us, even though we're not talking about it, right? But if we talk about it and we show it and we share it, and other people realize, like, oh, it's not that scary, it's not that bad. Like, finding my light in that darkness right there and sharing that experience and connecting with people, it helps them share theirs. And we light up and we light each other up. And then I help you find your light. Like, here's your glow stick over here. And you had an experience that you were hiding and not wanting to talk about and suppressing. Sorry, let me help you uncover your light there.
Thank you.
So now you see that there's light behind it, and you didn't see it before, but you saw in me a similarity. So it helped you start to find yours. And the more we explore that and share it and open up, your light just gets brighter.
And then you can share with someone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
like when we have things that happen to us, they aren't necessarily always bad.
They're not.
I mean, it feels bad and it hurts.
It does, and we don't get
just
to choose
like
what happens.
Falling down when you're learning to walk, just
right.
like, breaking something, breaking your bones, getting, sick. It hurts. When someone hurts you, it hurts, It
hurts, and you don't get to choose those experiences. You don't get to choose that you had cancer. I don't get to choose that I only got to raise my son for 4 months. I don't get to choose that my husband committed suicide. I used to think that I had a choice and I should have done something different, and I'm sure you did too. What did I do to cause this cancer in my life?
Yep.
No,
sure.
We don't get to choose that. We get to experience it and live through it and learn from it. and light up from it
And find the light.
and find the light.
I love it.
Absolutely.
So the glow parties aren't necessarily just for fun. We do have fun.
Yeah, of
But
course
you
we
get-
have fun. You
But
gotta
there's
have
some
fun.
healing pieces.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We can probably turn the blue lights on maybe, and then in a minute maybe the other lights.
Fun.
So, see, and then we start lighting it up
Yeah.
and having fun.
And
like,
just, talking about some things that you didn't realize that you were burying that can all of a sudden be a light,
absolutely.
right? We all go through such different things, and ours are lit up differently for a reason.
Yep. And we have different colors. Like, look, like I don't want her to hide her light because her light is unique and it needs to come to, I don't know if I'm on the camera with them both, but your light is unique inside of you. So so don't hide your light because you're like, oh, well, that girl went through something I went through and look what she's doing over there. So I can't do it, or I don't have a light to share. No, you have a light to shine and to share.
So
and yours
like,
is unique to you.
Even teaching the kids, right?
Yes.
So if we bring our kids to the glow party, like they'll get to experience a
Oh,
connection with their parents.
this
They might
one
not
with
otherwise
their parents,
ever feel.
with friends, with something that they can take back to school and realize like, hey, we're all in this together, and like let's help light each other up instead of keep each other in the dark,
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a very, very unique, special, fun, family friendly, kid friendly, everybody friendly experience we're having this time at Affogato on the 10th, Tuesday, 6:30. Yeah, just show up, you guys. Show
So
up.
6:30. What time do we get done?
We
it's a
go
school
till
night.
we go till we go. I know. We're planning on wrapping up at 9, but anybody with kids, you
Go
know,
whenever they want.
you can leave when you want to. It's not the experience will be right in the beginning, and then we're just gonna have fun, you guys. We have so much fun planned. I can't even tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
awesome.
so excited for it. I just can't wait. So it'll just be fun at that point, and then people can go when they want and put their kids in bed, and we're going to have more of these too, but I want everybody to be able to experience this one. So this one for Christmas, for December, to get everybody out there, we're doing a super, super, super good deal. And
How do you get tickets? And what do you got to do to go?
go to findingthefire.com. Go to
Findingthefire.com.
Finding the Fire on Facebook. Also at Affogato, you can purchase tickets there.
So
Thanks,
fun.
Elise. I haven't told you that yet, but
Love you.
I'll bring that over to you.
Love you.
And yeah, so our original price for this was $25, which was a screaming deal. It's a screaming deal, but because of the holiday season, because we want the connection, because we want to help you find your light, and we want you to bring your kiddos too. We have dropped the price significantly to $10.
Oh.
And for each child that you bring is just an additional $2.
Oh my gosh. Are
And
you serious?
you guys,
That's
I'm
amazing.
telling you what, like this is like my
Like I
heart
would buy
is
it for a
just-
friend.
Yeah, and you know what? Like that doesn't even hardly cover our costs. It's just to get you out to experience it, to start the connection, start the healing,
And like
start
our
the
days
growth.
are busy. I know December's insane.
Yes, December
But
is
before
crazy,
it gets
but you
even
guys,
more insane, this would be fun.
it's a Tuesday night, December 10th. Come.
A Tuesday night party in St.
know,
George.
right?
What in the
Right?
world? So fun.
I know. So yeah, come out to that. We do have one scheduled in January as well, January 11th. It's a girls' sleepover. We're teaming up with Girl Squad, and we're having a sleepover at Sand Hollow. Girls only to this one. Sorry, everybody, but I know you guys want to come too, but this one is girls only. Sleepover, food included, so much fun planned. We'll give more details on that
Cannot
one later,
wait.
but January 11th on that one. 111. It's going to be amazing.
So fun. A sleepover and glow. And if you don't know
All
Girl
the
Squad,
things.
they're
And
freaking
fire,
blow
finding
your
the
mind
fire, like
amazing.
it's all about all this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So we've like talked so many glowy things, and these glasses are actually hurting. So I'm gonna take them off, and let's maybe
Do you want
turn
to see
the
our
light on.
faces?
Yeah,
We're
let's turn
in
the
here.
actual light on, and then talk for a minute about what we were gonna talk about, which we don't have
Yeah.
much time left.
That's okay. That is what we
okay.
needed to talk about.
It was. So, but what I do want to, yeah, you can turn those ones on.
This
Thanks.
is what we look like with glow lipstick on.
with yeah, we're gonna wear this all day. We're gonna
All
rock
day.
it
I've got
all day.
appointments and everything.
I know. With the principal. P.S. This is seriously what I want to say. Like, you guys, I don't know about you. I don't know what you've done yet today, but today is only what 10:30. I don't know what time it is. 11.
10,
2 o'clock
11,
according to that clock up there.
In
But
Tokyo or somewhere else.
somebody in this room has woken up, gone to the PTA meeting, come over here to have a glow party, going back to meet a principal, and a couple more things in that day. And then this evening,
Oh my gosh.
what?
I don't know what.
Who are you?
No. Well, I'm the PTA president, which is just
PTA
something-
president sitting right here.
I
you guys.
just do it because I am a retired teacher and I cannot help but not be in the school. Like, I just love it. It's kind of like my guilty hobby. I know it sounds bizarre and weird. Like,
See, this
okay.
morning I was like, girl, are you sure that's really what you want to be doing?
I'm
But
just
apparently
like,
you do.
I love it.
so.
Like, I pulled up today and I was like, I love the school. Like, I just love school so much. But there's a different path for me right now with my nonprofit. And so being PTA president, I get to like kind of be a teacher's voice. Like, I still have an active license, in 2 states. I have a ton of experience and education, but in the teaching field. And so I love the feeling of this school. My daughter goes to Riverside Elementary. I love Riverside so much, like so dang much. It reminds me of my school I first taught at. So I just love being there. I love the parents there, the family there, the community piece is just, I pulled up today and got like kind of emotional. Like, I just love school. So that's kind of like a secret about me. I don't really talk about much because I'm talking about my nonprofit, but I am like, I just
You're
love
a mom
schooling.
first.
Yeah,
Well, first of all, you're Cammie.
that's
Let's
right.
go there. First, you're Cammie. Then you're mom.
Yep.
And mom by day is PTA president. Mom by day comes to all the class parties. Mom's doing fundraisers for the school too. And then middle of the day, like we do glow parties, we do podcasts, we do other things. She has a million other things. I'm just telling you her day today.
Yeah, I meet with
And-
sex trafficking survivors to help parents help.
Yes, plan a documentary. Like you have so much.
That's what we're
going on.
doing. Yeah.
And then this evening,
Yep.
not even evening, like around 4 or whatever time you're
Yep.
leaving town.
Then I got to go to Vegas meet with a couple other big wigs,
Yeah.
like huge meetings that I should like kind of maybe in my previous years of my life would be nervous about, but I'm ready to just like walk into these meetings and slay it.
and talk about sex trafficking.
Talk
right?
about how we can raise awareness to save our kids. Like when I walk into the school this morning, it's like they're so protected and so safe from like what I know is happening. So that's why it's like my soft place. I'm going to cry because I know that like our kids here, for the most part, parents don't know. They don't know what they don't know, but we're pretty safe. Right. And so the feelings that I feel when I know more of what's going on in our community, what's going on in our world, I can't just sit back idly and not do something about it. And so I get to take that passion to these type of meetings and fight for our kids, for the 800 kids at Riverside, for the kids in my neighborhood, for my granddaughter, for your kids, for,
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
by the
like, I
way.
don't
'Cause
want
not all of us can do that. We need people like you.
Thanks.
I mean, I've got your back, girl, and I'm going to be coming to some of your things and helping out a lot where I can. But I love that you're spearheading what you're spearheading and doing that. So
Thanks.
thank
It's kind
you.
of an uncharted territory, and you're not always like, it's fun to talk about, but it's real. And it's so real, in fact, that it's taking over everything. So,
Well,
yeah.
and I just want to share this. Literally this morning, I got this. A friend posted a message. She's like, literally, this was a text message that I received, and here's some others of a similar thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something that I hadn't heard of yet. You probably have, or I don't know, maybe it's something even new. But people are getting our kids info off social media. Of course, we all know this already, but they're getting our info off social media, off wherever they're getting it. I mean, let's be honest, like this day and age, they can get your info and know where your kids are and know their numbers.
Yes.
And somehow they're masking their number to be your number. So like your daughter will get a text message from your number and it'll say, "This is mom, come outside. Meet me outside." And another
does
one, I
not
have,
surprise
I
me, but
literally
I just
have
got
like chills
chills.
right now. Oh my gosh. Seriously. And this other girl, it was supposedly her dad messaged her mom and said, "Hey, tell our daughter to come outside." And they knew something was up because it was over. The daughter was actually in Texas with the dad. And so for them, they're like, this is really weird what's going on. But it was a message from her husband saying, tell our daughter to come outside. And so she called him, 3 a.m., mind you. She's like, tell her not to ask questions, tell her to come outside. And called her husband, and he was like, no, I didn't say that. And he looked at his phone, and of course, he didn't have the message. But she did, and it was his number.
That makes sense that would happen. It scares me to death.
Yeah.
That
And-
makes sense. I mean, you know, from what I know, that makes sense. It would happen. Or like the most recent where if you see a zip tie, they'll put a zip tie on your
Oh, I
window.
saw that one too.
Where is your situational awareness when you're zoning in on that zip tie,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, the
There's so
information's
many
out there.
crazy
So,
things.
just internet safety is one piece, but talking to your kids, right? Like
Talking to your
that is
kids.
terrifying.
That is so
wow.
scary. Like, and I can only imagine like my own personal daughter. Like, if I message her at that time of morning, she'd be like, "Oh no, what does mom need?"
Right.
and run out there, you know. So,
Was this local? Do you know, or
you know, I don't know. I can't
doesn't probably
remember.
matter? It's
Yeah,
probably
it doesn't
happening
matter.
everywhere.
If it's happening, it's happening.
Yeah, that's good information to know, though.
Yeah.
They can get all of our information online.
I know, it's crazy. Like, you take a picture and those pictures are like geolocated and timed and date stamped and location stamped. And
Correct.
So,
And can I just say, this is just a little plug. Parents, do not, you might not agree with me, but this is my opinion. Do not put, hi, this weekend we're going bop, 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 bop. We're going to this kid's game. We're going to that kid's game. We're going to be in here for there. We're going to be there for there. Great. Do not leave your kids unattended on Fortnite. Do not tell your family, do not tell everyone where your family's headed, that your house is going to be unattended, that some of your kids might not be attended. They're just gathering, bad guys, I guess is what we call them or whatever, are just gathering information from you. You know, if your kids are on Fortnite for 8 hours, hey, I got to go to football practice. Then they're watching your mom on social media going, yeah, we're going to Johnny's game in Mesquite. Perfect. You know that there's a game, there's a space. They get to know so much about you. It's called grooming. And whether they're trying to groom your child for money, for sextortion pictures, for sex trafficking, be smart online. I mean, no one's going to be immune to it, but it's a terrifying world out there.
yeah, we just have to know about it. If we know about it, then at least we can be aware and have the
And
conversation.
that's my dream of my whole charity's basis, is to just raise awareness so that people can be empowered for themselves.
So, and by the way, we kind of skipped over it because all the things going on. But last week, after we recorded our podcast, you went down to Vegas and did something amazing with some other women in our community.
Oh my
Can you
gosh,
share about that?
it was so great. So Thanksgiving, right? We go down into the areas. We went into Las Vegas to some areas where trafficking is happening. Just marched right on in there. And one thing my organization does is we bring outreach and love, regardless of who, what, where, it doesn't matter. It's also helping us get, just people that would be forgotten about, the things that they need. Right. So we were able to go down to Las Vegas. Some other moms in our community are just so amazing. Gathered Thanksgiving dinners. So we realized quickly that the Thanksgiving dinner need was bigger than we had with us. So I don't know if it was Rachel or Becky, somebody had the idea to take the dinners and just make big plates. And so then we could each give each person, like the homeless people out there. And there was one part in particular where you're like, this is a known trafficking area. And I'm thinking in my mind, am I making these two dinners for these traffickers? As we're like, it's freezing cold. They're cold. They're starting to get to know who we are from the outreach that we bring.
Right.
Did you bring blankets this time? We're like, we're out of blankets. So they're, freezing cold, but we were able to bring them a plate of like Thanksgiving dinner of like pie and, the
turkey and all the trimmings, all the fixings.
And you just think maybe if just that one night there was one less person that got beat a little bit less, one person that got maybe less, someone less was raped. Maybe
Got a full belly.
And,
And you said maybe we're feeding the traffickers. Maybe you are. You know what?
So
Maybe
what?
they need that love too. Maybe
They
that
do.
love stopped them from doing something hurtful that night,
Yep.
and maybe they'll think twice later.
and
so.
their faces just change when they realize that you're just bringing love and light.
And it's so beautiful. I love that you did that.
It was so fun. We're going to do it again at Christmas.
Yes.
So if you have any extra blankets or socks,
Oh,
that's
yes.
huge.
So we only have a minute and a half left, but we do want to say blankets and socks. We're doing a donation drive
Mm-hmm.
to bring to these people because they were freezing out there, you guys.
Freezing.
Like they were just so cold, and you guys were in full gear and parkas and everything else, so it was still cold. And these
Still
people
cold.
had like flip flops and a flimsy jacket.
And if we
or
could do
something.
like Christmas dinners again, I know we've talked about that. We were able to give, a homeless mom with a 7-year-old daughter a Thanksgiving dinner.
Absolutely.
So
we'll be doing food and trimmings and all the fixings again, and blankets and socks. So
and anybody can help.
where can we go to make those donations?
To the Society Center.
Go to the Society Center, but what's your...
Oh, if you want to go to my website, we always need donations, and it's listed there, globalep.org.
Okay. And so I guess we're about wrapping up. But
Yes, but anyone can help any way. Just be
Yeah.
a little bit kinder to each other.
yes,
Just think, who around me needs some help?
I
And who can I share my
can I share
light
my
with?
light with?
People.
seriously
I can't
find
even
a
help
little
it.
light in the
I
dark.
wonder where the
you
singing
guys.
comes from.
I don't know because you have an amazing
The
voice,
lights
and I
come
don't.
on.
So
the lights come
woo!
on, and it's like, I don't
Yes.
even know. There's no reasoning. It's just like,
What was that song that you were singing when you were coming in?
I don't want to say.
Come on, do it. I don't want to.
Everybody.
Everybody
Wang
have fun
Chung
tonight.
Everybody wang ton ton ton. And sometimes I think it's fun just to make up your own words.
Oh, totally. I always
have to do
that.
the words that's on
My
the thing.
kids think I'm so cool because I always make up songs, but
I think
You've been listening to Finding the Fire, where we are finding deeper connections through sharing our life experience. Being placed in foster care, losing a child to SIDS, and a husband to suicide, Cindy has turned her story into the fuel that drives her. To be featured as a guest, go to findingthefire.com. Cindy is a former NICU nurse, a foster parent, has started a nonprofit, helps others, and supports her family by selling real estate. To find out more, go to involvedcommunity.com.